Kilo, Quebec, 4, Kilo, Romeo, Delta.
Kilo Romeo Delta, Roger, what's the name?
Kilo Romeo Delta, Roger, what's the name?
Hey, Jim, the name here is Will.
Roger, Will, and where are you located?
Roger, Will, and where are you located?
I'm sorry, I got the Roger Will, and then I missed it after that.
I'm sorry, where are you located, Will?
I'm sorry, where are you located, Will?
I am located in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Roger, Will, in North Carolina, and what radio are you running?
Roger, Will, in North Carolina, and what radio are you running?
I am running a Yaesu FT-710.
Alrighty, Will, is that a newer radio or an older radio?
Alrighty, Will, is that a newer radio or an older radio?
It's a new radio, I think, and new to me at least. I got it several weeks ago. New amateur. I just started about 6 months ago, so without pulling the history of the radio, I would guess that it's a couple of years.
Roger, Roger. Well, I went around the horn, and I'm picking you up best in over in Kentucky. Lexington, Kentucky, I'm copying you best in. That's one of the more intriguing SDRs that I use. And if you're interested in our setup, it would be to be sure that you're in that wide transmit bandwidth, the 100 to 2900. That will let your transmitter operate in the best mode it can. Roger?
That will let your transmitter operate in the best mode it can. Roger?
Roger, Roger. Most of the way I use the radio is for DX and trying to do parks on the air. So I followed a YouTube tutorial on how to set it up to punch my audio to try to get through pileups and try to make it through low signal situation. However, I have no clue what I sound like on the other end. Do you recommend going from 100 to 2900 as opposed to, say, 300 to 2700 for those use cases?
Yes, sir. I recommend 100 to 2900, and we'll take care of that top end on EQ. Not in the bandpass. So we want the bandpass bandwidth to be 100 to 2900. Roger, Roger. And let's go back, though, and double-check a couple of things. Usually we do the bandwidth first, so we know what we're dealing with. So, if you can, slip it in that 100 to 2900 transmit bandwidth. That would be the first part of our setup, Roger.
Bandwidth, that would be the first part of our setup, Roger.
Roger, Roger. Give me 1 second to figure out where that is.
You've shifted just a little bit atmospheric conditions. Can you still copy me?
You've shifted just a little bit atmospheric conditions. Can you still copy me?
Yeah, I hear you just fine. I changed the radio to 100 to 2900.
You are in 100 to 2900. Is that a Roger?
You are in 100 to 2900. Is that a Roger?
Roger, Roger. 100 to 2900.
Excellent. Now I would go to your compressor processor on, and at a 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100, depending on how it's labeled. We just want a third of that compressor processor on. So it's a compressor processor on at 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100. Roger?
Processor on at 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100. Roger?
Roger, Roger. I am currently at 15. I need to figure out my max to figure out what the
What's your input label described as 0 to 10 or 0 to 100?
Label described as 0 to 10 or 0 to 100?
The label for PROG level is 0 to 100. I was at 17 prior, and I have moved to 30.
Excellent, excellent. Now to your ALC meter with mic gain in hand, and as you say the magic word audio, spoken as you would speak any other word in a QSO, audio, adjust your mic gain until your ALC is running 2/3. Roger?
Until your ALC is running 2/3. Roger?
Roger that. Audio. For my ALC meter, it is under my S meter, and the S meter goes from 1 to 9 in the center, and then it goes all the way up to plus 60 on the dB. So should I be aiming for somewhere around an S6?
Do you have a meter called ALC? If you have a meter dedicated to ALC, you should be running a 2/3 scale. Set mic level to 2/3 scale as you say the word audio. Roger?
Set mic level to 2/3 scale as you say the word audio. Roger?
Roger, Roger. Audio. I'm about 2/3. The ALC meter does not have numbers or even separations on it. It just has a section of white bar and then a section of blue bar, which I assume is where the ALC kicks in. And I am about 2/3 through the white bar, and I have a third left until the blue bar starts.
Roger, Roger. I'm looking at your audio, and it seems to be at about 3 dB dynamic range, which is what we're looking for. Now, do you know how to get to your equalization page?
Do you know how to get to your equalization page?
I'm not sure if, let's see, maybe it's in the radio setting. In high cut slope. The low, mid, and high cut slope and frequency.
You have a 3-band EQ. Is that a Roger?
You have a 3-band EQ. Is that a Roger?
Okay, so we want your mid-band to be at 0, neither cut nor boost. It's 0 level because the whole thing about an equalizer is to strike a balance between the mid-range, the top end in the mid-range and the bottom end in the mid-range. And if you push or minus the bottom end, it becomes more difficult for the top and the bottom to reach the mid-range. So we want the mid-range to be flat. Roger, Roger?
The mid-range. So we want the mid-range to be flat. Roger, Roger?
Roger, Roger. I just changed the parametric EQ level. It would be my mid from a 10 to a 0.
Okay, I'm starting to have difficulty copying you, but just have that mid-range flat, plus or minus 0. No cut, no boost. Roger?
Plus or minus 0. No cut, no boost. Roger?
Roger, Roger. It's been changed from 10 to 0.
All right, then let's move to your treble EQ, plus 4 from where you are. Treble EQ boost plus 4 from where you are. Plus 4 clicks, boost, treble EQ from where you are.
Plus 4 clicks, boost, treble EQ from where you are.
The treble EQ is currently maxed out at 10. I cannot go higher.
Excellent. So give me a little bit more audio where I can hear you, Roger.
Excellent. So give me a little bit more audio where I can hear you, Roger.
Roger, Roger. Well, my name is Will. I'm currently operating a Yaesu FT-710. I am new to this radio. Prior to this, I was running a QRP rig, 5-watt SDR. All of my antennas have been homemade. I started out with a simple dipole. The current antenna that I am running is a band vertical, quarter-wave vertical. I have the longer bands, the 40 meter and the 80 meter going up to and an L band. Over.
Yes, sir. Well, I think we got it, sir. If you want to listen to that, we'll be uploading to YouTube by noon tomorrow. You go to YouTube, do a call letter search for KC9VKV, followed by the word logbook. We'll take you to this recording. It'll be cut number 1 in a series of 2800. And again, like I said, we'll have it uploaded by noon tomorrow, Roger.
And again, like I said, we'll have it uploaded by noon tomorrow, Roger.
Roger, Roger. Just wanted to confirm the call sign, Kilowatt Charlie 9, Victor, Kilowatt Victor. Is that QSL?
Roger, Roger. Kilo Charlie 9, Victor, Kilo Victor. Name is Jim. And we're located next door to Louisville, Kentucky, on the Indiana side of the Ohio River, right at Louisville. Roger.
On the Indiana side of the Ohio River, right at Louisville. Roger.
Roger, Roger. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate you helping me get this audio dialed in. I had complaints with DX about being overmodulated. So I kind of blindly did on the other side to help critique and improve it. So I really appreciate what you're doing here. Thank you so much for your time. And I'm going to say, hope you have a Merry Christmas, have a Happy New Year, and 73s. Kilo Charlie 9, Victor, Kilo Victor. This is Kilo Quebec 4, Kilo Romeo Delta. Clear.
Roger, Roger, Will. 73, sir. Have happy holidays. And if you get a chance, join us next Friday. We'd love to have you. This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.